week's episode.
Scratch, like, what are you calling me? What's my Opa? Guys, thank you. We are grateful. I don't even know who my new roommates are going to be. But I'm crying, but I'm happy. You have to fix it. Enter with your joy like this. Osas, I forgive you. Let's move on. Is there a cow in this room? I'm the madam of myself. You guys, school has resumed. 1 minute silence. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, this is everything student with Osas. Okay, it's Osas with a very beautiful face. And guys, first of all, school has resumed. So like it just brings back the feeling of nostalgic. Nostalgic. That's the feeling of like home. It's cool feeling of home. Scrap. So a friend of mine resumed 100 level, and like I was like, how is school? You know, she was ranting, and I'm like, guys, what were you thinking before that? You think school is beans? Anyway, guys, I'm just going to be sharing, guys, some of the realities of going back to school. Number one thing I'll tell you first of all is leaving your comfort zone. Hey, this my opa. Like leaving your comfort zone, guys, it's going to happen a lot. Okay, I'm a law student now. Wearing shoe every day is not like the most comfortable thing to do. Hello, but we have chosen that path. There are sometimes your hostel will just have like water issues. You have to fix it. Water issues is not going to stop you from going to class. Your lecturer is still going to ask you for attendance. School is going to stress you guys, and you must be ready to like compensate it. Especially now that like schools they're trying to compress the semester. So semesters that are supposed like 3 months, they're like into 2 months, or even 1 month safe, just so that students can meet up and back up. So it's going to require you leave your comfort zone. When you're supposed to sleep, you're going to be reading, so you have to be ready to leave your comfort zone, guys. You have to get ready to be wearing black and white every day. Another thing I'll tell you is that get ready for Sapa. Guys, you have to plan your finances. You have to have like a savings account and an account that you can spend on, because like guys, I've been dead broke before in school. Like I've never had like, I think it was like my first time, like, God, as I'm going to church like this, I don't know how I'm going to come back. In fact, my friends told me let's go to church that day, but like I don't have transport, I'm not going, that kind of thing. And then like let's just go. So like I've never been that broke. I just had like only my transfer fare. I'm like, God, I'm going to use my last money to do my transfer fare. And God did a miracle that day. You know those kind of things where people just say, I pay for everybody in the bus. God, thank you, we are grateful. So yeah, like that's the worst, bro. And even I hear of people who go to withdraw 500 naira in the ATM card. That period I withdraw 500, yes, Benny. Planning your finances could also be and when you have money, buy food stuff, like buy food stuff, load your bank, so that even though you're broke, you'll be eating, you'll not be hungry. So maybe just like moving around, having to buy other like cellular things that you don't have money for. But I'll tell you that basically planning your finances also has to do with having food stuff. Entering uni, enter with your journey like this. We are going, because like there are going to be so many journey experiences. There are going to be so many where you have to meet deadlines, where you have to deal with this, or where you have to balance yourself, and you're just like, God, I'm tired. Like at that point, when you know that you have like a mental breakdown, you just, any small thing will just be making you cry. Like somebody, like I've seen somebody who has like had a mental breakdown, and like her phone ringing, like she's crying, like, what are you calling me? What is it? So you just know that kind of period. Small thing happen, you're crying. At that point, like there's no doubt about it. You're already having a mental breakdown. You're already tired and stressed about it. So I would say enter uni with your joy. If they say submit your assignment in 2 days, I'm happy. I'm crying, but I'm happy. One more thing I'll tell you is that learn to move on. Learn to move on, guys. Mostly happens with 100 level and 200 level people, and even sometimes even in 300 level, 400, 500, 600, it can happen to anybody. All this friendship issues. Like they're one of the things that can be very, very like draining, but learn to move on. You fail a test, learn to move on. Forgive yourself and say, okay, this is where I failed. Osas, I forgive you. Let's move on and know how we can move it. Don't beat yourself so hard. Last semester results are already coming out, or some of you have even seen it. But I'll just tell you that pick the remaining pieces of yourself and try your best. Struggle, leave your comfort zone, try to succeed. But I'll just say, forgive yourself. Let things go. Learn to move on. If something happens, just say wahala. Please, if there's anybody that has not had like all these roommates wahala, roommate issues, maybe your roommate doesn't like to put on the light, or your roommate is too noisy, or your roommate use your things, like there's all this whole hostel wahala. And you guys, fingers crossed, I don't even know who my new roommates are going to be, but God, please, I beg you, neighbor, just let these roommates be good. My first roommate in 100 level, like I was like the junior, so like I don't even used to talk, and then my roommate used to like have her friends over, so like the room is always so full, and then like I'm just like, God. At one point in every room there's always going to be an issue. Like there was a point where like my roommates like were constantly, like it was as if you know all this kind of thing. Maybe if you're in a room or like odd numbers where like of 5, maybe like 2 2 2 2, then only you odd numbers 3, like roommates they just have wahala. One of my roommates told me one time that the room is smelling like grass. Hey, I don't understand what is making the room smelling like grass. Is there a cow in this room, or somebody is eating cow? Why is the room smelling like grass? So like you have to get ready for roommates wahala. You just have to take it like with a like good mind. Okay, yes, this person said this, and so just learn to like overcome roommate issues. Someone will tell me my roommate did this to me, my roommate did that to me, my roommate. If you have never had any roommate issues, point it out and share your own roommate wahala. Because I think the most shocking one I've ever heard was that grass. I don't know how. So you also have to get ready for roommates wahala. God, I beg in the name of God, please just let my roommate. Yeah, and if one of my friends was telling me, or like we're sharing the serious need of praying about roommates, because guys, another thing that I'm like, hey God, is decision making, guys. When I'm at home, they even tell me, Osas, cook this, or this is what we're eating for dinner. But when we're in school, nobody's telling me what to cook. I'm the one on my own. I'm the man of myself. There are just some times when I'm like, oh, what can I cook? What do I feel like eating? There are actually some nights that because I cannot make up my mind what to eat, I'll just go and sleep, or I'll drink garri. Not like I don't have food or anything. I'm just like, oh, I don't feel like eating this. Guys, I'm just that kind of person, and you have to like make decisions by yourself. You know, like secondary school where they're like, okay, everybody at this particular time you have to be here, at this particular time you have to be here, you have to read your books. Like you're on your own, guys. You have to make the decision of when to read, you have to make the decision of what to do, you have to make the decision of courses you have to take. Like decision making is another big thing in school. Alright guys, I think these are like all of the things that I'm like, oh, going back to school. I think these are just some of the things that I'm just like, school about. Make sure you share yours in the comment section. I'm sure this is probably one of the shortest videos here. But yeah, those are just the major things that I'm like, home has been a lot of learning, a lot of unlearning. And I'm happy to go back to school because, guys, I also want to finish my degree sharp and move. But happy resumption, I'll tell you, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Leave your fears about school. What are the things you dread more about school, and the things you're happy about school? So yeah, and friendship too. Like I can't wait to see my friends. Okay, so I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks so much. Make sure you like, subscribe, and drop a comment down below. I'll see you guys in my next one.